Okay, welcome to another recording of Subnautica. I just did about 3.5 hours of gameplay, about 3 or 4 videos, and just realised that somehow my microphone had turned itself off. Had no recording on it, no sound recording from me. That is probably better for you, but you know, gonna start a new game. Okay, well, so you can see I've played 2 hours. So yeah. So I'm gonna start another one. Full screen view. Okay, the voice volume was a bit high, so I'm just gonna take that 50%. Master's good, ambient's good. Graphics, I'm gonna leave as is. I've got a pretty decent video card that should play fine. Basically, how to move around the map. It's pretty straightforward. And again, obviously you can change this or add a second key to help you do it the way you want to do it. So up, down, forward, backwards. Space is up, but it's also, what's up here? Space is jump. So obviously when you're on a platform you can jump, and when you're underwater you can just move up and down. Okay, I don't have a redeem key, I don't have any troubleshooting to look into, so let's just go back and options. No, wait. Oh, so play, start a new game. Okay, so oh, that would be pretty good to start off with. I did actually die twice. Once because I suffocated, and again because alien fish had exploded on me and killed me. So I've actually played a bit. I don't want to play hardcore, I don't want to play creative, and I don't want to play freedom. This is extremely important, the hunger and the thirst. At the end of the last one, so I did actually die a third time, at the end of the last one I died of thirst because I just couldn't find the supplies I needed to build water. So as soon as you can find a water fish, grab it. You'll see what they are once I start playing, but I'm just going to go off the standard survival. And we'll just see, like, you need to eat, you need to drink, you need to look after your health, and you need to make sure your oxygen levels are good. So let's just start this one. Once the video starts playing, I will stop talking so that you can see the intro video. It does actually take a little bit of time to load the game. I believe it loads the entire world map in one go, and that's why it takes so long, because it is a pretty large world map. And there's a lot to explore. In that 2 hours of gameplay I did, I barely explored anything. It's a matter of going out a bit, collecting food, and swimming all the way back to your pod, and then going back out, collecting more food, and taking it back to your pod. I did realise that there are certain elements you've got to build more of. Like iron is the most basic element, and it builds a lot of your infrastructure. A lot of your equipment is iron based. Must be one of the most common resources, I guess. Yeah, so you need a lot of iron. Silicon's pretty important. Lubricant becomes important later on in the game. You have a replicator with blueprints in it. So I'll stop talking. I think we might skip the intro because I've already started it, but hopefully we'll do the. Okay, here we go. Stop.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, the quality image looks better. Right in the kisser. Okay. Once you wake up, you pretty much get straight to the gameplay. Now you're in the gameplay. You've got to left click to grab things, right click to use them, but you keep the right button down until you're finished with it. To pocket that, you just hit E, Actually, I won't let you. Oh, I haven't. Wait, I thought I've run out. Oh, I went out automatically. Okay. This is like your iPhone. It has all the information you need on it.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the data bank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Okay, so before we close this, we'll just go through what's on here. This is your inventory bank, and that should be open on every page. Oh no, maybe not. On your main page. Then you can upgrade your scuba gear. I had an upgraded tank and an upgraded flippers. That was it. I don't think any of this was available. I didn't have the blueprints for it. Now let's see. This is... Okay, these are the basic things you can build right now. But you still need the materials to do so. Water. Then as you research more and more... Oh, okay. So you've actually got to research filtered water before you can actually make it. You've actually got to research these things or find fragments of them on the ocean floor, and then you can rebuild them. Now where is base pieces? Oh, okay. I hadn't gone down this far. I only looked at the top view. So you can actually start building bases straight away. I did not realize that. I'm not sure if you design it and then build it once you've got that sorted out, or you can just add things to a structure, a skeletal structure. Basic airport. This thing was quite useless. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at this as a different thing again. This is what you start off with, but you can build more of them. These are like a fabricator, but over time they build their own medical kits, but you can actually build other medical kits here. That's to communicate with other survivors. As you play the game, you'll find more. That's just to store things. Store things. Self-sustaining. So hopefully that helps maintain a food supply. And you can name the rooms as you build them. Okay. Let's see. Beacon management. Okay, so your life pod has a beacon on it, but you can actually build more beacons when you go to your replicator. And I'm not sure what these things... Oh, maybe it's the color. Oh, the color it shows up as. So, home and safe can be blue. Resources or danger can be red, where you know the sea life is dangerous, and you can just choose like resource rich or food. That's pretty good. Hadn't actually gone through all these on the first playthrough. Okay, you can take photos. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's for online, where you can just post your favorite photos of the game. Okay, and that's all the messages you've received so far. As you here we go. As you discover these sort of things and get more and more blueprints, and these fill up with more things, I'd assume that this gets bigger and bigger. Oh, I thought I should just re-sing it. Read it. Oh, there you go. Blueprints.
This is considered an optimal outcome.
Okay,
This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive.
I couldn't find a way to attach myself to the air pump. This is very important. Once you get this, you can scan certain things and it'll upgrade your inventory to build things. I never got around to this sort of thing because I couldn't find the the sulfur needed to build it. But it's one of the more early game tools you need, so you've got to find that. Okay, haven't got any of those. Survival. So that's what you start off with. You can upgrade your equipment. Corrupted. So you've actually lost a few blueprints, and that's why you've got to research them. Okay. So let's hit tab and get out of this. we'll put this away. So this is your replicator or fabricator. So as you collect resources in the game, you use this to build things you need. And as you can see, you click there, basic resources, basic electronics, food and water. This will upgrade to food, and it'll be different types of food as you find it. Tank, then your more advanced tank. I haven't found anything more advanced than the basic fins, but I'm assuming you can research that and go faster, breathe longer. First aid as explained. Puts out fires. This attaches to the floating air pump, but I couldn't attach myself to the pipe, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. I'm assuming you must have to have an advanced oxygen tank to attach to it, because I couldn't attach to it. Let's see. Okay, these are advanced tools. Okay, you'll need this for nighttime fishing, if nothing else. I think this might be needed for advanced mining, because you can get basic materials, but there was a large rock outcrop and I couldn't actually do anything with it, so I'm hoping that this will actually allow me to get the larger chunks of rock and more resources. And these are your 3 basic things you need to start off with. So this vehicle here will park here, and I assume that this has a power supply that needs to recharge, so you can park it there and recharge it. Food and water are kind of important. Water was extremely difficult to find. There's only one fish. You can't drink the seawater. You can't filter the seawater. So you need this one fish that produces water, and it was just really hard to find. So I actually died of thirst at one point. So if you click on this and collect it, you can see it's got 0%. So that will actually start regenerating a new health package. Let's see, what else? I need a repair tool to repair the radio to contact other people. And to repair whatever that is, secondary system. It doesn't actually say what it is. Can I do anything with that? Okay, so this is your storage compartment. So we don't need this, we don't need that. We'll take the water with us, we'll take both of them. It's about 100 each. The water fills 20, so that'll go to 84, and then I'll have a little bit extra. These 75, but yeah, these are very important. I'd try to save them because they're the only food that I'm aware of that doesn't rot. So you want to cook some fish as soon as you can get to it. So we'll just go down. Actually, I'll go back in. I just went through the wrong hatch. Ooh, fishies. For the most part, the fish are harmless. They won't attack you unless you attack them, sort of thing. Some of them are territorial. And that's why you need to go through the top first, so you can get that cinematic event happen. Because I went, for the first half hour, I was going through the bottom.
Suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Well, I don't really need to eat something just yet. I want to catch some fish first. I want to see what this thing is floating on the water. It might just be a rock above the water surface. Yeah, I think it's just a rock. Okay. So these pink ones here, these are the water fish. You want to grab as many of these as you can.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications.
And for some reason...
Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Okay. For some reason the very first one is highlighted for you, but then none of the others are. So you want to be very careful, keep an eye out for anything that looks like it's growing out the side. That's a bulbous rock, because that'll be a resource you can collect. Cave networks, you want to stay out of the deep caves. Oops. You want to keep an eye on your oxygen. Now you can see that I've got the fish in my hand. If you don't want to have that in your face the whole time, you hit E and it'll pocket the fish. So we'll go back down in here. You don't want to go too far in here, but you do want these resources. Okay, these little buggers, they will attack and explode on you and kill you, so you want to get out of there. They will follow you out of the cave, but if you don't go into the cave, they won't attack. So you can actually swim around the cave, but as soon as you enter, they will follow you out and attack, so you want to avoid Oh, whoa. Last game I could barely find these things, and now they're everywhere. Okay. So the next upgrade to your scuba tank will give you an extra 30 air to breathe, so you can stay down just a bit longer. These are good for batteries, so you have a few of them at the beginning.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Okay. I'm going to grab all of these pink fishes until my inventory is full, because I found it extremely hard to find them in the last playthrough. Don't be worried about that sound. It's like a whale. It's very peaceful. They're huge things, but there are shark-like creatures you've got to be aware of. Where these green glowy blobs are, there are shark-like fish that will attack you, but only if you get too close. A lot of these alien fish seem to be territorial. Will only attack you if they feel threatened. This one here is too big to actually catch. You can only catch certain types of fish. And there's that shark thing I was talking about. Can't catch it, it's too big. But all the pink fish are gone. I've caught all the pink fish. Okay. I know there's one more up there. So I'm just going to keep catching these things until they can be quite fast until I've got a full inventory. Oh, what's this? No, okay. Table coral. Hey, I was supposed to collect... Oh, maybe I need the knife to collect it. Okay, like I said, there's certain things you can collect and can't collect. I'm not seeing anything in the way of a rocky outcrop to mine. Okay, I might just grab...
Oxygen.
Okay. I'm going to grab one of these green things just for the sake of having it, and then I'm going to head back to the pod.
New blueprint acquired.
Can I grab that fish? Get in there quick. It's like they're playing with you. They know you can't catch them.
Intake recommended.
I need to get some fish. Okay. Is my inventory full? Yeah, there we go.
Discovered. Oxygen.
Okay. I want to grab that crystal I just saw. It's extremely hard to find your way back to somewhere you've just found. Again, this is the cave entrance, so you don't want to get too far in because you will be attacked by those exploding red fish. Can I see what's... Oh no, wait, which way am I going? That's further in, that's back out. Okay. See if I can catch this fish. There we go. More fishies if I can catch them. Come on. Oh, he's dragging me into the cave.
Oxygen.
Okay, so my pod is over there, so I'll head back to it. See what my inventory's like. Yeah, you want to be afraid of that fish, but like I said, they're territorial. If you stay away from their swimming area, they'll leave you alone for the most part. Okay, I'll get one more, and then I'm heading back. Okay, there's a whole... Ah, this is ridiculous. That last playthrough, I couldn't find any fish to create water. I died of thirst. Now there's a whole heap. Okay, again, I'll put that in my pocket. What's that? That's a sea. Okay. Now I am trying to keep these videos short, less than 45 minutes. I always get carried away with the game and lose count of the time, and we'll actually go over 81%.
Detecting increased local radiation emissions. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora drive core sustained during planet fall.
Okay, well, I think I'll end the video here, and then once I get back I'll show you how the replicator works, or fabricator works, and how to mix certain things. I still want to try my best to get that first. Okay. Wrong button. So we'll just save the game. Wrong button. Quit out. Yep. Quit. So I'll just show you what I've got available at the moment. These are the platforms I have to play with. I'm more than happy to try other platforms. These are the games I've done playthroughs with so far, and these are games I have available to do playthroughs with. I'm willing to accept any suggestions for playthroughs if you're looking for a particular game. Please leave the comments civil, and I'll see you in the next video. 20 minutes again. Ah, gee whiz.